and open up with this powerful message from a woman who needs no introduction. She's going to be kicked off with the powerful information from Dr. Maya Angelou. She is a biological mother to one. However, she is a motivating and empowering mother to millions. You guys are in for a treat tonight. This is the uncut version of this conversation, pre-recorded with Dr. Maya Angelou. Enjoy.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Angelou. How are you? This is Dr. Sonya Sloan calling from Houston, Texas.
Good morning, Miss Sloan. And how did you tell me your name again?
I am Sonya Sloan, MD.
My pleasure, Dr. Sloan.
It is my pleasure. I am the founder of Motivating and Empowering Women to Excel, and it is an honor. Yes, ma'am.
Please, I'm sorry I had to step away for a second, but I'm here now.
Yes, ma'am. I'm the founder of Motivating and Empowering Women to Excel. We're a women group. Thank you. And we just wanted to ask you a few questions and gain some wisdom from you before this Mother's Day. We wanted to ask you, who motivated and empowered you along the way in your life?
Well, my grandmother and my mother and my brother directly. And then people I read about in poetry and in novels. But mainly my grandmother, my father's mother, and then my mother and my brother. They in so many ways told me I was not only okay, I was great. My mother, when I was 22, I was the mother of a 5-year-old and single parent, having 2 jobs. And my mother owned property and a pool hall and cars and diamond rings and diamond earrings. And one day we were walking down the hill together in San Francisco. I was 22. And my mother said, "Baby, just a minute. You know, I think you're the greatest woman I've ever met." I almost choked. I looked down at this pretty little woman with her makeup on, and I didn't wear makeup, and with diamond earrings in her ear, beautiful smile. She said, "You're probably the greatest woman I've ever met, ever known about. There is, of course, Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, and my mother." She said, "You're in that category. You're very kind and you're very intelligent, and those things don't always go together." She said, "Hey, give me a kiss. Bye." And crossed the street, jaywalked across the street to get into her car. I stood there for a while. And then I continued down the street. I would never ask people for anything. I wouldn't ask for a lift, drop me off, nothing. But I did go to the end of the street, and I waited for the streetcar. And when it came, I got on the streetcar and I thought, suppose she's right. She's very intelligent, and she said she's too mean to lie. She wouldn't lie. And suppose I am going to be somebody. Maybe I should stop cursing, and I should stop smoking. But I didn't stop smoking just then. But from that day to this, I don't curse. And that's 60-odd years ago.
Wow.
So someone close to you can help you to develop your spirit and your character, your integrity, and want to increase your intellectuality. Or they can dissuade you from it if they treat you badly. So my mother was like that, and my grandmother, my father's mother, I stopped speaking for a number of years, and so I was sent back to my father's mother, who was raising me. And she braided my hair, and she said, "Sister, you know, I'm not impressed by these people saying you must be an idiot or you must be a moron because you can't talk. Mama doesn't care. I know that when you and the good Lord get ready, sister, you're going to be a teacher. You're going to teach all over this world." I used to sit there and think, this poor ignorant woman, doesn't she know I'll never speak? And now I have more doctors than, I mean, so many now, it's a little embarrassing. So I know that in some of the Facebook, some of the statements made about me, it says I have over 30. I have double that.
Wow.
And that grandmother. Then my brother, who was the closest my family has ever come to making a genius, my brother told me, he said, "Don't worry about these people. You're smarter than anyone here." Except me, of course, he said. He was right. I was not as smart as he. But he let me know that he thought I was very smart. And very nice. So I speak about that because to congratulate you and thank you for your women, your plan to encourage women and to encourage not only to encourage them to see their own worth, but to see the worth of other women. And don't sit in company where women are put down. Just don't. If you happen to be black, you wouldn't sit in black company where a lot of non-blacks are putting down blacks. Why would you think that it's okay to laugh at a woman? I just don't do it. And I don't think it. I think what you have to do is what you're doing. Continue to help people build their own self-esteem.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So why do you feel it's important that women empower other women? Why do we need to pay attention?
Well, I just told you that now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I just told you that. And but what you cannot is why do I feel that women need to empower themselves first, and then other women?
Yes, ma'am.
And then they can empower their sons, and their sons can grow up seeing a strong woman and not being afraid of her. Knowing that his mother is a strong woman and she's a sweetheart. So then it would make more, I think, more mates for some women, because sometimes men become frightened, I think, of intelligent, strong black women, of strong women, of white, Asian, Latina. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. So being a single mother yourself, what advice would you give to other single mothers today?
I would say that be independent. Work hard. You like yourself better when you work hard. Work hard and earn your own money. And be kind and generous. Be generous to other women, but be generous to your children. Not just in things, but be generous in words. Say the kind words. Stand on the good foot. You know, I just say to the child, if the child happens to be overweight, and you want the child to know that, you can say, you know, I see you're overweight now, but I know when you get ready, you're going to take it off. And if I can be of any help, let me know. But don't put her down and don't put him down. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a new book out. that's called Mom and Me and Mom, and it shares your personal story between you and your mother.
Yes.
What advice would you give to other women about their broken relationships with their mom?
Oh, fix it right away. Stop it. That's your mom. And you're going to be like her whether you like it or not. So fix it so that you can talk to her and find out why she did some of the things she did. Why did she send you away? Why did she ignore you? Why did she seem to choose the man who was just going to stay there 6 months over you? Talk to her, get to know her. There's a reason for people to do whatever they do. And once you understand, you can say, oh, wow, I don't have to be angry with her. In the same situation, I'd have probably done the same thing. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well,
my last question I would ask would be,
right.
You have a wonderful legacy, and would you tell me what's the importance of having that legacy for other generations that we need to leave behind us? Why is that so important for women?
Well, I'm very glad that a number of women find that I'm a good sort of mentor, and that's a blessing. So I live my life a certain kind of way. I try to live what I say, and that's a good thing to do. I don't have to apologize to women for speaking one thing and living another. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And my book says there I have 30-some books out. And on the Facebook, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, a friend of a woman who'd been my producer at Harpo gave me a Facebook, a page. And she said if I get 1 million friends, that would be really great. And now I have 5 million.
Wow.
And a few 100,000. So it means that somebody listens to what I have to say. So I have to be careful about what I have to say. Say what I mean and not be in love with the position, but in love for the search of truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Angelou. We're
Thank
so
you
honored.
very much. Best wishes to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
and
you.
And send me a copy of your is it a magazine?
It's going to be a voice recording that will be on the web.
All right. I'd love to have a copy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. I'm still humbled today for those words of wisdom from Dr. Maya Angelou. She is world-renowned, probably one of the best-known motivating and empowering women on this earth. And hearing her voice, it literally brought me to tears. It humbled me, and it reminded me why women need mentors in our lives today to motivate us, to empower us, to inspire us, to encourage us. But remember that we as women must be respectful to those who have come before us. And we have to be responsible for the next generation to empower them and their lives, just as Dr. Maya Angelou did for us tonight. So, and that's what me and we is all about, motivating and empowering women to excel.